Valley View. The opening kickoff was returned for a touchdown. The suddenness of that play, did that influence you to go for the 2 points? And if so, did you feel that was going to psychologically impact Kansas State?
No, that's something we do, and we've done for a while. We're always going to try to see if we can steal a point here or there. You know, we did it 2 years ago when we were down here and got 2 points on the first play. And you know, sometimes during the course of the game, I think those things kind of go unnoticed, but it gave us an opportunity to end up being with a 3-score game down the end. But we're always just trying to see if any way we can steal a point. We got a safety for 1 point today, which I had no idea what that was. But when they told me they were going to give us 1 point, I told them we'll take it. So anyway, we can get an extra point, we'll take it. So
the middle.
Coach Kelly, Bernard Kilkenny is 7:50 the game in Portland. Obviously, next week Notre Dame, Alabama going to battle. But your thoughts on your team? Another remarkable year, and where you rank as far as the best teams in this country right now?
Just really proud of our guys. You know, New coming in, it was a young team, lost an unbelievable tight end, lost a great quarterback, lost a really good running back, great running back, maybe the best in school history. And then, you know, to have guys step up at different positions, and just, you know, kind of our next man in philosophy. And these guys embodied it, and it's just as much fun as I've ever had. It's just they totally buy into everything our coaching staff. We all kind of think with, you know, one thought process, one heartbeat, and it was a lot of fun. So where do we rank? I don't know. I don't have a vote, so I don't want to vote. It's my favorite team, so I vote it's number 1.
To the left, coach, right here in the front.
Rob Mosley, Register Guard. Excuse me, Chip. Just the idea of tempo in this game. How much did or didn't you want to tempo them right from the start? The importance of that drive right before halftime, and then trying to score quick early in the second half, but then also being able to milk some clock at the end.
The drive at the end of the first half was huge. You know, and we just kind of were off a little bit there early, and it's tough. You know, we're always trying to get that first down. You know, we don't like 3 and outs. You know, and it kind of throws us off balance a little bit. And I knew we were leaving our defense on the field, so you know, we just talked at halftime that we need to go back to tempo. But then when you get a lead, you got to be able to kind of play both games. And you know, I thought Marcus did a great job of managing it. And that last drive was huge for us. You know, we had 7 minutes on the clock, and we talked about, you know, we either going to run the 7 minutes off, or we've got to finish with a score to make it a 3-score game. And you know, really proud of Alejandro coming in there and banging that field goal. And you know, it was kind of a fitting way, I think, to finish the season.
To the far left, coach.
Chip, can you just talk about D'Anthony returning that kick, what that does for you? Kind of in any game, but something like this, maybe there could have been some nerves or some layoff. Does that benefit, you think, the rest of the team, just kind of seeing him go right away?
Yeah, he's always been a spark for us. But you know, this group practiced really, really well, so I was confident that we were going to be pretty good. You know, the one thing that's happened to us almost all season long is are you going to kick to them? You know, when it's kind of yes they are, no they're not. You know, but we knew K-State was outstanding on special teams, and it was going to be a big challenge for us. And obviously, you know, to get one to start the game, and you know, to be up 8-0, you know, without having our offense on the field, I think it was a huge jump for us.
Second row.
Mark Kern, Kansas State Collegian. I recently spoke with Chris Herren, and he said he's a really good friend of you and that he came talk to the team. Can you talk about what he said to your team and your friendship with Chris?
Chris Herren?
Yes.
Oh, we're going on the left field. Yeah, he's a great friend of mine. Had an unbelievable story. You know, I think really resonated with our players. You know, he's an amazing human being that really is totally selfless and wants to give back. And you know, for Chris, he's made some mistakes in his life, but he wants to make sure that other people don't make those mistakes. And you know, I think our message to our players is always very, very consistent. I think what we have to do as a coach is sometimes change who the messenger is. You know, sometimes you tune out your coach, sometimes you tune out your parents. But to have Chris come and spend some time with our team. We texted before the game, and really just a special guy, and I'm really proud to call him a friend.
To the right, coach.
Jeremy Fowler, CBS Sports. You mentioned all week your sole focus was the Fiesta Bowl. Now that the game's over, when will you entertain thoughts of the NFL?
I'll talk to Dave probably tomorrow. You know, and he was great. I was getting a haircut. I actually tried to get a haircut on New Year's Day and couldn't figure out why stores weren't open. That's the kind of stupid life a coach leads. But I was getting a haircut on Wednesday and saw my name on the bottom of ESPN, which I thought was kind of funny because I haven't talked to anybody. So I'll sit down and talk with Dave, you know, and I've said I'll always listen, and that's what I'll do, you know, but I know that people want to talk to me because of our players, you know. The success of our football program has always been about our guys, and it's, you know, it's an honor that someone would say that they wanted to talk to me about, you know, maybe moving on to go coach in the National Football League, but it's because of what those guys do, so I'll listen, and we'll see.
On the aisle?
Chip, I'm sure you heard the fans late in the game chanting, "Chip, we want you to stay." It was pretty loud, a lot of people on the field talking about that. What does that mean to you, hearing so many thousands of people say they want you to stay at the University of Oregon?
I think it just really, for me, reaffirms what this place is all about. You know, it's a special place with special people, and it accepted me 6 years ago, you know, when I was at New Hampshire, and not many people knew about me and gave me an opportunity to come here, and it really means a lot.